GG's the daughters, hyenas, Scuba Dogs, learn from Scuba Steve was criminal, y'all. I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his minimum march right here on YouTube. The dollar we conducting ourselves the most highest GG's. Life's what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. The dollar we in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator. GG. On our way to the top. The dollar. We're living in the most highest GG. God chose you because He knew He could trust you. You God's best kept secret. GG. And that's just what it is. GG. God chose you because He knew He could trust you. You put God first. So when they asked you how you did it, God said we worked the dollar. You know what's crazy, the dollar? Tory Lanez been locked off for a minute, GG's. Tory Lanez been locked off for a little while, the dollar. And for Tory Lanez being locked off for a little while, the dollar, everybody's still screaming that that he's innocent, bro. For a person who people say that he ain't innocent, the dollar, a lot of people and him and his people's actually still remain that he's innocent, the dollar. So I don't think people be crying wolf that long, the dollar. I don't think people be crying wolf that long, the dollar. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say that. Tory Lanez, shout out to Tory Lanez, the dollar. Let's clap for Tory Lanez, the dollar, coming out with an album. Not letting nothing stop him, the dollar. Not letting, we don't know if it's, he said it was signed with ROCNATION. His pop said it was signed with ROCNATION. They say it was signed with Megan Thee Stallion. They saying because he didn't sign the deal. They said because he didn't join the cult, the Illuminati cult, whatever the case may be, or whatever the new Rock Nation, or Rock Nation couldn't sign him, or whatever the case may be, the dollar. So they was sad, the dollar. They was actually sad, the dollar. But something stirred up, the dollar. You know what I'm saying? But you can't clean dirt with dirt, the dollar. And Tory Lanez still solid, the dollar. He's still solid for a little bit. He's still solid, GG. And that's a motherfucking fact, the dollar. But did Tory Lanez actually? Do you think Tory Lanez actually did it, the dollar? Because bro, he still remained to say that he's innocent. His people still saying he's innocent. He's still saying that Megan lied on him and shit like that. So did Megan actually lie?
How you feeling, sir? How you feeling? You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Amen.
The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tao and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They
met with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want, listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Amen. Real talk. That's right. Real talk, bro.
Over.
Amen.
It's not over.
Real talk,
God does not lose.
Never.
And even though we have come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I know
That's right.
that this is wickedness.
That's right.
This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tao, is the same one that's witnessed or knew that 5 sheriff's deputies in LA County beat up a Spanish man with the last name Carrillo until the guy was beaten to and passed out. ABC News interviewed that man after Eyewitness News, and he said, I thought I would never be here to see my child born, and I would never been able to be around to see my other child rise up. But I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you.
He has kids.
Rock Nation!
Yes.
Because my son refused to sign a Rock
Yes.
Nation
Yes.
deal with you.
Yes.
And Desiree Perez, you wicked witch, you snitch.
Yes.
You turned on your co-conspirators, all the whole mafia, one of you that was peddling drugs in this country, and you rolled on them before so the Fed could give you a deal.
Now you think it's
All of you, trust me, I have intercessors, prayer warriors around the world, and they will not stop until you are cut off.
Yes.
No, we don't shoot you with guns, but we know exactly how to bring you down in the spirit.
That's right. Come on, man.
It's all done.
That's right.
the Dada, that is a conscious man right there. Dada. I don't think a conscious man, Dada, is gonna be coming up here, Dada, blaming, coming up with lies, Dada, just because his son, even if his son did do it, Dada, I think he'll be okay with the time that his son's about, you know what I'm saying? That shit hit different, bro. Do niggas actually think Tory Lanez had something to do with it, Dada? That shit hit different. That shit hit different. We need a breakdown. We need to break down the case, Dada. We need a.
So it seems we need to talk about what really happened between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Spoiler alert: you're about to hear a very simple story. Now it's up to you to not overcomplicate anything. All right, listen. Megan Thee Stallion had a problem. She gets invited to this party hosted by Kylie Jenner. Cool. She brings her friend Kelsey, her like best friend, close friend. They party in the
Nigga, Megan is just one of fucking Jay-Z's fucking side ones. Gotta be Dada. He put it out there. It's a different type of system when you out there. They she put Megan on Tory to get Tory to sign deals. Tory didn't sign deals. Megan was feelings. She actually liked Tory. Tory was just doing him. Being a rapper, fucking everything. Doing what he do. She thought it was something. She said, "I do." She did the fucking. She did what that Tammy Combs did to Terry White. She did it to Tory. But niggas saying that she implicated a lot of lies.
They're turning up. This guy named Tory Lanez comes in now. Megan Thee Stallion is friends with Tory Lanez. They cool. They locked in. For those of you that don't know, Tory Lanez is a musician like Megan Thee Stallion. They're at this party again, and they turn it up. Drinks is being drunk. Now, Megan and her friend Kelsey then decide to leave. They leave. But then Megan says, oh, she forgot something. So they head back. Now, when Megan gets back, apparently Tory Lanez is flirting with Kylie Jenner, and Kylie Jenner is not really going for it. And suddenly, Megan and Tory start arguing. Why they start arguing might be clear in a second. Kylie says, yo, y'all got to cut. I'm not trying to hear all that. So they all leave. And by all, I mean Tory and Megan. I believe Megan's friend Kelsey was in the car. So they get in the car, and he's still arguing. Kelsey said, what y'all arguing about? Tory says, look, Kelsey, me and Megan watched Netflix together. Kelsey's like, oh. See, Kelsey was watching Netflix with Tory as well. So she said, no, hold on, wait. Megan, didn't you set me up with Corey? Megan goes, I did. Kelsey said, then what are you doing? The argument gets more heated between all of them at this point. It gets so heated, Megan and Tory start talking about their careers a little bit. And this part's important. See, at this point, Megan Thee Stallion is one of the biggest artists in the world. Tory Lanez, who had been a musician for much, much longer than Megan, was not pulling her number. So Megan says this is when Tory got really hot. When Tory get hot, good luck. Because in his own words, he has massive anger issues. Like the 0 to 100 anger issues. Now, most people weren't fans of Tory Lanez before this, so they didn't know his past. How far he took things always shocked people. Travis Scott.
Megan could have been the hottest rapper in the world. It doesn't matter. Why would fucking Tory Lanez take that to consideration? Ain't like she's getting paid more than Tory. Tory's independent. I don't think Megan's getting more money than Tory.
I came to him one day and said, yo, you copying my songs. Tory Lanez said, everybody can get out the car, the truck right now. They were in like a tour bus car, whatever. You're like, and we can throw them things right now. Travis like, no, we're just talking about music. Tory said,
You found a place of complete focus.
She got too real. She got too real. I should remember that shit.
We could just talk about the music. There's also the situation with Dax, but let's not lose the plot. Again, at this point, they're on the car arguing. Megan probably said something like, yeah, your number's not going crazy either. Tory said, Megan said, I said, yeah, your number's not. Tory said, you shouldn't have said that. So things get to a point where Megan leaves the car. Kelsey, Megan's friend, leaves the car as well and tries to throw them things with Megan. Now, it's at this point was let off. Listen to me. The big thing around this event is there were so many lies told that no one knows exactly what happened. But let me let you in on a secret. Like I said in the beginning, the story is not complicated because every lie is explained and everything has evidence. You'll know what I mean in a second. So the Popo show up because was fired. The scene is intense. Hands up, everybody out the car, everybody on the floor. You can see Megan Thee Stallion limping. An officer said, hey, yo, that's Megan Thee Stallion. The chief said, go back to your car, you fired. What's going on here? Megan says, I cut my foot. The police were like, you cut your foot? She like, yeah, I cut my foot. So they take her to the hospital. The doctor said, you cut your foot? She said, I cut my foot. Now there's a reason why she said this. It seems like her foot got, but for people of mine and Megan's culture, you don't always cooperate with the police. Listen to me. It's not the same thing as, nah, don't snitch, don't snitch. No, I personally have many run-ins with police for literally just driving. And they show up strong, get out the car mentality. In your mind, you're thinking the worst. So if she says, oh, by the way, Tory, what the police gonna do? No one knows. Now, here's where people get things confused. It don't matter if Megan said somebody didn't. The state of California and the police are absolutely not going to just let this slide. Now, here's where things start to get wicked. Rumors start spreading through the internet saying Megan got, but then another even bigger narrative comes out saying, nah, she's just lying for attention. People start making fun of the situation. She posts pictures of her. People said, damn, even more lies. Megan Thee Stallion then comes out on live saying, Tory, and he's not saying anything about it now. His team is doing blog stuff, making him look good. But then Tory makes the first of many mistakes that he's going to make in this video. He releases his album promoting what happened between me and Megan Thee Stallion. He did the same thing for the Travis Scott situation in another album he made. He says in some songs, yo, Megan's story is cat. The police said, you're under arrest. What people don't understand is you're always being watched. Police are already investigating him. They got so much evidence that he did it. Then he comes out not repenting, they said, come here, Tory. Everyone said, you see what you did, Megan? The judge said, don't worry, it's not going to be too crazy. Look, Tory, all you got to do is don't interact with Megan Thee Stallion and don't do nothing crazy. Tory said, gotcha. Mistake number 2, Tory Lanez arguing with Megan Thee Stallion on social media saying, you cap, this and that. The judge said, Tory, we just talked. Where's Tory? Yeah, Tory violates the terms of his judge order or whatever. He performs at Rolling Loud, which he was not supposed to do. He was supposed to stay where they could see him. He comes back. The judge says, I swear for God, Tory, stay right there. Don't.
He didn't have nothing. That looked like he didn't do that.
He said, Your Honor, he just got in a scuffle with August Alsina. The judge said, you know August Alsina? Man, I love it. The judge said, man, I know who August Alsina is. I'm confused at why he would do this. By the way, that was Tory's third mistake. Remember those anger issues we was talking about? The court said, bring him over here. We starting the trial. Now pretend you are a jury member. They walk in. The judge says, what happened? The prosecutors and Tory's lawyers say Megan got, because it's obvious and police have massive evidence. You can't deny that. Okay, now question number 2. Who did it? Did Megan do it to herself? No, because the angle where she got, that doesn't make sense. Did the driver do it? There was a driver. Everyone's like, nah, no. Which leaves Tory Lanez and Megan's friend Kelsey. Now, Tory's only chance of getting out of this is confusion. If Tory's lawyers can make you think that Megan's friend Kelsey did it, then he might be free to go. Megan Thee Stallion goes on the stand and says, what happened exactly was I got out of the car. I was walking away because I was done with the situation. My friend Kelsey was trying to scrap. Tory Lanez stands over the car door and starts, ga. I got hit. Everyone's like, well, that makes sense. Tory's lawyer goes, oh, snap. Remember, confusion. He says, well, if you were turned around, how can you know who fired the... He said, well, because Tory said dance before he did it. I turn around. They both were shot.
Really.
They run up to me and Tory starts apologizing. And it was this ain't a slow-mo situation. I turned around and, so the judge says, all right, let's cut to the chase. Kelsey, did you do it or not? Now, she's trying to help Tory Lanez out, so she decides to be a little confusing. But how confusing can you get? The situation this simple. She says, I don't remember what happened. They say, oh, okay. So they play the recordings of her remembering what happened. She told police, yo, Tory did that. The jury said, Kelsey. Kelsey said, I take it back. They said, also, here's the text from Kelsey to Megan's bodyguard saying, Tory did that. Kelsey said, I take it back. They said, Tory, you want to say anything? Tory's lawyer said. Tory said, no. Prosecutor says, bet. So they play a recording of Tory Lanez saying how sorry he was if Megan was okay, and he apologizes and blah, 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 blah. He's saying this to Kelsey. The jury goes. And apparently this is what pushed everything over the edge. The jury's like, okay, well. And to make things worse for Tory, they asked Kelsey, Megan's friend, a simple question. Did you do it or not? Kelsey.
Tory's used to making fucking slow jam songs, Dandada. So that's why he just like, I don't understand the point of the phone call, Dandada. Like, and why is people still saying he's mad innocent? Like, everybody's saying he's mad innocent, but he made that phone call. That phone call is different, Dandada. That phone call is different, bro. That phone call is different. So the Joe call is actually what got him knocked off, but niggas actually say, I don't get why everybody's saying, yo, Tory's, man. Tory's different, bro.
Had with Megan Thee Stallion's friend that helped convict him is now leaked. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. So Tory Lanez's jail phone call with Megan Thee Stallion's former friend and assistant, Kelsey Harris, has leaked online, allowing the public to hear a key piece of evidence that helped convict the Toronto rapper. Tory, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, was found guilty of shooting Megan in the feet during a drunken dispute in July 2020 last week following a high-profile 10-day trial in Los Angeles. The 30-year-old was convicted on all 3 counts: felony assault with a semi-automatic firearm, possession of a concealed unregistered firearm, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence, and faces up to 22 years and 8 months in prison, as well as deportation to Canada. The call, which surfaced online on Friday, December 30th, was allegedly made from Hollywood jail the day after the shooting. Harris was with Tory and Megan at the time of the shooting and vividly recounted the incident to prosecutors in September, but recanted most of her story during her turn on the witness stand. While Tory didn't specifically mention the shooting or gun in the call, prosecutors argued he was apologizing for shooting Megan.
This is a free call from
He put a
an inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything?
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything? Y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
Sure.
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so, whatever, bro. But, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like,
Nah, I don't know, because he's talking to the friend, so he could be like, he could be like, yo, I was fucking with a couple bitches and shit like that. I was wasted and shit like that. That doesn't necessarily mean that he popped or what the fuck. He could be like, yeah, nah.
Never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
a whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't in there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
he said niggas was shooting. He said niggas was shooting. Who's niggas?
Yeah, no, I didn't even. I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
It's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
All right. You ain't got Quan's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Quan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Quan and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you got to do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get, because you know it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out. You know.
But like, out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
yeah, but like, niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
No, what'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. But
I'll let you know.
Why would you say she get backlash?
All right. It is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just want to let y'all know, bro.
Hey, what's good, Rican Ranger? What's up with you, GG?
Yo, the Don Dada was good.
What's poppin', Don Dada? Izzy? What you want?
What's good, my G? Sorry I'm late, though.
Nah, you good? Fucking your boy Tory Lanez. Everybody saying that Tory Lanez, he's innocent, Don Dada. Like, you feel like Tory's innocent? How you feel? Do you feel that Tory's innocent?
This case is dumb old, ain't it? He
Do you
did
feel
this shit
Tory's
like
innocent?
what? 2 years ago? A year ago?
Yeah, nigga, he's still claiming his innocence. He's like, yo, nigga, that shit wasn't me.
I mean, the word on the street, my G, the word on the street is she stepped on glass. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I fuck with Tory musically. You know I'm a music nigga, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with him musically, and I mean, he was smashing. I know that.
I mean, the nigga came out with a whole album behind jail, Dada.
I heard it's busting too. I heard it's alright. You know,
he's exposing a lot of the shit that's happening and shit like that. And he says that it's bigger than what y'all see, Dada. That it was really more of a, how should I put it? Rock needs like the higher ups, like, you know what I'm saying, that this thing ain't really trying to make money with them, so they trying to, you know what I'm saying, destroy, you know what I'm saying, destroy the competition, kill the competition. You know how they did the DMX?
Yeah, I mean, I seen the video. You seen the video of his pop talking at the to the press after the court thing, basically cussing out Roc Nation and shit. So I heard about all that. I heard about all that. I think because Meg was signed to Roc Nation.
Yeah.
So it was all politics behind the scenes and shit like that. Obviously, whether he shot Meg or not, just to get her all caught up in this shit, Roc Nation retaliated, without a doubt, in my opinion, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Rihanna and Chris Brown thing.
Yeah. You know the politics, like, I had my shot at the industry. I knocked on the devil's door. Somebody will answer you. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit is. So, you know what I mean? You got to pay the piper when you get in. Hence why I stood independent. You know what I mean? I didn't really, I don't drink that Kool-Aid. The industry's its own type of vibe. You always got to answer to somebody. So, I mean, the deal last time I was offered was like $40K up front, no masters, 360. Like, they giving you crumbs out here. They want crumb bums. You know, you got to get yourself popping.
So So Tory, you feel like maybe they was just after Tory, or you feel like they just tried? Cause what Tory get 8 years?
Mm-hmm. I think
Nigga,
so.
Chris Brown
Yeah.
got 4 years, nigga, right?
I think
That's
it
crazy.
was
Chris Brown
almost double
getting time
digits.
for the little Rihanna beef, nigga.
Crazy. I think there's more to it. I think Tory's a threat musically. So they
Yeah,
tried to throw away the key, free Tory. I mean, like I said, ain't nobody really fucking with him in the industry right now when he's in his bag. Like he could
yeah.
rap, he could sing, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of politics behind this case, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So I'm free Tory all day. And to me, I'm not sure he did it. You know what I'm saying? I heard, like I said, I heard she stepped on glass. There was a lot of commotion that night, and they kind of threw Tory under the bus. I know he has a temper. He was popping off. Shit was going down. You know what I
And then they
mean?
said,
Maybe he did shoot at her feet. Maybe that's enough. You know what I'm saying? But whether it happened or not, I think it's more foul than the politics, my G.
so you think that niggas is getting an argument? Boom, this bitch is on your dick, so they get into an argument. She want to know who he's fucking. He's mad. He's about to fuck Kylie Jenner. Boom, Tory Lanez. Megan Thee Stallion's acting all rah and shit like that because she probably could beat Kylie Jenner. So she's like, "Yo, you going home with me?" You actually think all this is going on, and this nigga Tory Lanez hops out the car and say, "Yo, dance, bitch, dance to Megan Thee Stallion." And everybody is going pop her like she's some regular.
I mean, if he's doing some Wild West shit and making niggas dance with it popping off like that, that's not necessarily the right thing to do. But
Yeah.
whether he actually connected and shot her, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, was it the glass? Because I heard there was glass in the whip. There was glass when she got out. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't actual evidence of bullet penetration at all.
Was it
And
gun shells
from
over
what I
there?
know.
Was there even gun bullets? Shell casings?
That's what I'm saying. It's so messy. You know what I mean? I know there was a lot of beef between them. This is more beef than politics. But,
Facts.
that's why you got to act right when you got big money involved. Meg Thee Stallion's a big deal. She's one of the top rappers right now. I mean, I think Lotto's a little bigger than her now, maybe. But, at that time, her and Cardi B were busting. They had shit popping.
You gotta stay away from people like that. That's why you can get put in situations for people, you know what I'm saying, like wanting to just be on the side of you so bad and that they don't want nobody else to be on the side of you, and they put you in predicaments like that. It's not even, it don't even have to be that deep, because you know what I'm saying, but it's just competition. Fucking with the competition. You got people on Megan's ear. Nigga, I think it's bigger than that, because they saying that that something was with Rock Nation's lawyers or something like that, like. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of
big money moves. You messing with their bags, so they're gonna move chess pieces to do what they got to do to Tory to get you out the way. You know what I'm saying? These labels don't play no games.
Tory
Behind the
Lanez,
scenes is real.
Tory Lanez, Drake, and shit like that. They doing big things for Canada, so maybe a lot of niggas in America they don't like that shit. Like Jay-Z, they ain't gonna like that shit. They trying to put them to label. They're not fucking with them, so they're not fucking with them. That's a whole nother country. They got a whole nother country watch hearing they shit. They come over here, they got our country and their country on their shit. Just hearing they shit. You know what I'm saying? So they get into the.
It's a bonus when somebody's from the city. I'm an East Coast dude all day long. So when I see somebody doing good from the East, that's what's up. But to me, if the music sound right, I don't care where you from. As long as that shit sound how it's supposed to sound, you saying some shit and you talented, like where you from really doesn't matter unless you claiming something you not. You know what I'm saying?
It's bigger to get into the industry. It's bigger than the industry. That's why when you're doing music, you just gotta do music because you love to do it. Just put it out there, do your shit. Just love to do it, you know what I'm saying? Don't even think twice about the situation, GG. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, he had this distribution thing too. I think contributed to him getting some years thrown at him. He release an album like independently that did well, straight to the fans or some shit. He had some weird distribution where he put an album out way ahead of the industry. So don't think they won't get you out of here for making a bag without them knowing or before they can. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
I forget how he released it. You know what I mean? I think it was not Bitcoin. It was something else. I forget what it was. But he had this crazy distribution method.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that he was independent selling shit. And they didn't like that shit. They don't like that shit. They don't want this nigga get to the back. So this nigga's like black. You think this nigga's blacklisted?
oh, for
Blackball?
sure. Shadow ban, black. That's a real thing. That's a real thing for sure. He's a threat, no doubt. He's a threat. That's why they threw the book at him. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they said a lot of niggas. They said a lot of niggas got that fucking type of vibe going out of them. Even like Gucci Man. You see Gucci Man, he gotta go to the feds. All his artists gotta go to the feds. Everybody, cause Gucci Man's too real. They don't want Gucci Man to be big like Jay-Z. But everybody that came up on the Gucci Man, they big ass artists. Imagine Gucci Man had all them artists that made a label. They would not have like that. That's why Gucci Man, all Gucci Man's artists got to get knocked off and do this and do that. Because there's people out to get him. Just like Tory Lanez, he got to go do his bid because he's too big. And he's too big alone. They don't like that shit. Either you gonna join them or they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna make you what they say. What they gonna do? They're gonna hold your career so your fan base could lose interest. You know what I'm saying?
Right, manipulate everything basically. I mean, I'm gonna go one deeper, Riz. Check this out, right? Hip hop is the biggest culture in the world, right? So it's mass controlled. Just like presidents, if you believe in conspiracy, they selected, not elected. So the industry is the same way, right?
Yeah.
So that's really what's going on. They want you out of here and you ain't down with the get down. They'll get you out of here in any way, shape, or form. It's big money moves. They got the money to make shit look how it need to look to put you wherever you need to be out the way. You know, and it's a big club. And if you're not in, they make your life difficult, which is what I think is ultimately going on with Tory right now, bro.
A lot of niggas that was talking against that was saying that these niggas, a lot of niggas that like DMX, Tupac, they like these people that was talking about the industry, Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying? Cat Williams still alive and shit like that. A lot of niggas, what they be saying? Yo, to get into the industry, you gotta be sucking dick. These niggas sucking dick. But at first, we like, yo, what the fuck they mean? Maybe they mean that these niggas is being extra nice to these niggas, or they just puppets. That's what they mean. But they actually was meaning to fuck around. Diddy's gonna have to take advantage of you.
Yeah,
like,
they
not
for that
letting
ass,
nobody
bro.
in.
They coming for that ass. It's real. The casting couch is real. This is what I'm saying. Big business, right? Most prisons are privately owned. So if every day you got niggas in the hood listening to this hip hop and it's shoot 'em up, bang, bang, you getting programmed. It's on a frequency that's making these young niggas wild out. Their jails are gonna be full. Why do you think they don't be pushing conscious music and mixing it up and educating our young ones and shit like that? They want the jails full. It's big business. So they, you know, they want everybody with the shoot 'em up, bang, bang, 24/7. It's been like that even since the 80s, bro. You know what I mean? This is all to keep everything funneled to the prison system, bro. So hip hop has got a problem. It's imbalance, my G. There's got to be both. I'm not saying we can't have the gangster shit, but we got to have the other shit too. You know what I'm saying? And the industry controls. I mean, you got 6 companies, 6 corporations that control everything, dog. You know what I mean? So all these music people and these radio stations, they spinning the same 20 songs over and over again every hour. It's programming. That's why it's called radio programming. You know what I'm saying? So this rabbit hole goes deep, is what I'm saying with the music.
That's why the Jay-Z's and the Diddy's, they over there, they're controlling they trying to control the East Coast plus Canada. So they trying to get Drake and Tory Lanez to come over there and make money with them. But Tory Lanez, I guess they already know what's going on, so he don't want to fuck with them, and not fuck with them. That's what causes tension and competition. They do competition on a whole nother level, and that shit makes a nigga like Tory Lanez doing time, you know what I'm saying? Which is a whack thing. It's a whack ass thing. And all this shit leads to XXXTentacion, fucking Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? All these independent niggas, because all this shit leads, it's a big circle. They don't want nobody to get bigger than nobody, especially someone who's outlandish, who just speaking out, who just talking like, oh, nah, she's mad because I'm about to fuck Kylie. Oh, you trying to say white girls is better than black girls? Hold up. It's going to be a problem too. Everything makes a fucking problem. So you got to watch what you say because these niggas is extra sensitive. It don't even make sense, because a person's a person. What his preference is his preference. It could be another nigga that just like his boy that only like black girls. What the fuck? And he ain't going to say shit about that. It is what it is. But because you blatantly tarnished her, we going to tarnish you. Or you want to say that, oh yeah, she's mad because you wanted to go fuck Kylie, and everybody's like, yo, oh shit, Kylie is bad, nigga. Yeah, he was gonna fuck Kylie instead of Megan. Megan got a fat ass and shit like that. They want Megan to be the big, you know what I'm saying, the baddest bitch, and that's what happened. It causes tension. And Jay-Z ain't fucking with Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner. You don't see what's going on. You don't see the names that are getting thrown up, Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z don't want to fuck with Kim Kardashian like that. They don't want her around, probably because she already been at the parties and he been smacking it. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce already knows, so he don't even like her, so you know what I'm saying? So he don't even want her around, and they be doing it, and then they control shit because they got money too, So why the fuck is Kylie Jenner name getting thrown in this shit? And Megan Thee Stallion.
To me, I'm gonna talk. All them chicks is witches to me. They all industry witches. The industry is like high school, bro. One chick will be with the star quarterback one week, and then she's with the star pitcher on the baseball team, or what you know what I mean. It's like high school. You remember how the hoes were in high school? They get passed around. You act like there was only 5-10 hoes in the whole school. You know what I'm saying? So the industry is the same way. It's the same chicks getting passed around over and over. Then you got rituals and dumb shit. Everything is not what it seems in the industry. So they throw a lot of, like in Spanish, we say bochinche. You know what I mean? It's a lot of bochinche, a lot of bullshit to hide what's really going on behind the scenes, bro. It's all politics. Tory's a real threat musically. I heard the bars on that album. Even we recorded it all through a phone. And I heard the bars is right, the beats is good. Imagine if that nigga was out, bro, and he was making albums and he was out doing his thing. He'd be a threat. He'd probably be running the radio right now, fully independent.
That's different right there. That's different.
They don't want that shit. Rock Nation said, fuck no, you out of here. So that's why, to me, it's free Tory all day. I hate to see him go through this. You know what I mean? No diss against Meg, the Stallion, and all her people and what's going on. But I don't really fuck with Meg's music. I was a big Lauryn Hill. I'm more of a conscious rapper. I mean, I like Glorilla. I think Glorilla's popping right now. Lotto's alright. So it's mostly politics. I'm gonna stick to it.
When I like this is what it is. I like Ella May. You know what I'm saying? I like
she's R&B though.
I like oh, and we all talk rapping, nigga. I fucks with Nicki and I fuck with Cardi, but you know what I'm saying? I fuck with fucking I gotta give it but I can't give it to Gorilla or Sexy right now, because you know what I'm saying, that shit that's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls, I can fuck with them. I can fuck with them, dapping them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what's up? You're my nigga. Put them on the side of me. You know
bro, you heard that Catfish joint? Doechie's popping. Doechie got bars, right? That Catfish. Y'all ain't heard Catfish yet. From the beat to the bars, Doechie's popping. Who else? There's a couple girls I like. Not Rhapsody. There was somebody else. Coi Leray. I fuck with some McCoy shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Megan, she's like, Megan, I came in front, I don't know, Megan just, I guess she signed to the right people, that's just what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't.
Lady London, they ever heard of Lady London? Lady London got bars, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fly chicks out here. You just gotta dig. If you're a barhead and you like bars, there's chicks out here spitting, but you gotta look for them. They ain't promoting them like that. They promoting the fuck shit. You know that.
Yeah, facts. Now I fuck with
whoever writes.
I fuck with Little Kim still. I fuck with a lot of people still. You know what I'm saying that.
OGs, Kim, Foxy, they built the game, bro. They built the game for all these girls. So,
but I'm just like an Elevate type fan, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with Whitney still, I fucks with a lot of older songs, a lot of older chicks,
Lauryn Hill, bro. I'm Jersey all day, Jersey boy. So Lauryn Hill's that's my boo right there.
That's a fact.
I mean? So,
and I ain't taking nothing from them, but they got put in a play, it's hard. They got put in a play. There's people actually, you know what I'm saying, that's actually making music and just spiritual music that they happen to write. They're not getting oh yeah, you gotta do this music, or you gotta, you know what I'm saying, it's not like that.
Yeah.
And you gotta have that type of music, because that type of music would really hits the soul. You know what I'm saying? Instead of all this demonic shit. But we gonna see what Tory got to say. What Tory
get it popping.
A woman, I still need to be guided by a woman. So regardless, it's like I don't feel like before y'all know the story, like learn the story first, learn the factual parts of the story first, and then come at me and be like, yo, you need to fix this and fix that if that's what you feel like I did. But instead, I'm being torn down for a narrative that's like now I'm the poster boy for I don't.
And his mom was out there, his dad was out there, and you could tell by his family and shit like that. And his family, that nigga ain't simply just wilding out. It had to be like, why it had to be Megan? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Why it could have been a random shorty or a random, you know what I'm saying, to have this act? Why it gotta be Megan, someone from over there? That's what makes it weird.
I like black women. But anyways, let's get into this. I want to get into this because it's very important for me to just say this. I'm not here to bash this woman. I'm not here to come down on this woman. I'm not here to disrespect her or throw her under the bus, but it comes to a certain standpoint where I just can't let my character be assassinated for things that are not even really true, like and for falsified narratives and information. Let's start this off. When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from ROCNATION that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement.
True.
I'm like, oh, okay. I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever this is. Like,
so why you think ROCNATION did that? Well, you think they were trying to fucking trying to make them stay quiet so they could paint angry narrative if they want?
Of course, fact. It's all image, my G. They trying to keep her image right. You know what I'm saying? It's this. They pulling strings. They pulling strings behind the scenes. It's always puppet masters. You gotta answer to.
Yo, that's type different though, Dada, right? Dada, yo, stay quiet, Dada. We gonna tarnish your shit, Dada.
Yeah, or
that's
else.
Crazy. Like, yo, you stay quiet so the people won't know the truth, Dada. You got a fan base. If you start speaking the truth right now, they gonna fucking ride with you. So before you even think, stay quiet real quick. Now what? His lawyer didn't
That's why he got smart. He putting it in the music now, because he can't be coming out making statements, so he's hiding it in the music.
You don't think he can?
I think he is. I think he's slowly now like telling his story through the music. Like everything he got coming out, you know what I'm saying?
You don't think, because father already came out blatantly and said what he had to say, Dada. Tory Lanez, because he's knocked off, you feel like he's just taking everything. But when he comes out, he's gonna have to tell his truth, Dada. Everybody, he seems like a righteous person. Like he's gonna need it.
And the climate's changed. Look who's running the game now. Kendrick is on top. Conscious rap, real rap is on top now. Tory gonna come out spitting.
And he came at his lawyer too. He said that his lawyer was this nigga had a ROCNATION lawyer, that the lawyer was in cahoots. So this nigga had a lawyer that was in cahoots with. Damn, that shit hurts,
big
bro.
Smack on the wrist. Big smack on the wrist.
They did that nigga dirty, nigga. They did that man dirty.
That's right.
I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue.
Go ahead.
Tory gonna rise from the ashes. Watch. He do his own hooks. He got the bars. He gonna come out. He gonna come out like the phoenix in the fire, bro. I'm telling you.
It only gonna make niggas stronger, Dada. What you go through. What don't kill you gonna make you stronger, Dada. That's a fact, Dada.
Big facts.
He listened to the enemy, nigga. Listen to ROCNATION. Don't listen to fucking JZ. Yo, that's crazy.
Our issue. 2 days later, TMZ report come out. TMZ reports and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me? So they say, oh, okay, you know, you see her out of the car. She's getting out of the car. She's hopping. It looks bad, bro. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I felt bad watching it because it made her look bad. And it didn't make her look good. It didn't make any of us look good. And I didn't want that for her. I don't see that for anybody. So all of a sudden, when we get arrested, or when it looks like we all got arrested, the memes start. Now I want to really bring you guys in for a second so you can understand something. And I really just want you to take this in. Like, she is a person I spent enough time with her to observe and understand something about her, where it's like she's going through a lot. She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, you know, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip hop sweetheart. Like she's nice, she's talented, whatever the case is, cool. And because of that, like we've never seen a moment where the memes have come at her, where the memes are like, yo, nigga, let's laugh at your pain. Ah, ha, 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 ha. She's never had to deal with that because she's always been praised. So everything that's been happening has been a reaction off of what's been going on. So it gets down to this point now where it's like, now the reports are starting to say, okay, well, everyone's pointing to different things. No one really knows what's happened, but nobody has ever said she got shot. Nobody has ever said she got shot. Not TMZ, not the police report at this point. Nothing is saying that she got shot. Soon as she sees herself on video with the bikini and the things like that, and it looks bad, she then comes out and says, yo, the narrative of me getting cut by glass, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet with the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like all of a sudden the affiliates of her circle start pointing like little subliminal fingers, like count your days and like, I won't be around and you shooting at feet and like little funny things that they start doing. And I'm kind of like, damn, hold on, where are y'all about to take this? Because y'all told me not to make a statement. So I'm trying to figure out where y'all taking me to, I don't get it. So then at this point she goes live because people are not really understanding the story or whatever cases. She waits, she doesn't go on, you know, a time when it's just a regular time. For y'all who don't understand, it was one of those things where me and her knew what was going on, but y'all didn't know what was going on. She went live on my birthday with all. And then she says, yo, you know, and the thing about the whole jury thing is like, my bad. She knew.
So you mean to tell me that he's in jail for situation? He's in jail for he's in jail for shooting Megan and he didn't shoot her? That's what you mean to tell me?
That's I mean, that's the situation at hand, whether he did or did not shoot her.
Because niggas are saying that he's in jail because all the situation, oh, he had a gun charge, he had this, but he's actually in jail for shooting Mac. Oh no, but he had mad shit built up, so that's what he's really in jail for. But damn, so you gonna put a nigga in jail for something that he didn't do because he had a gun charge before?
Right. I feel like he just threatened their product. If you look at it from a business standpoint, Meg is their product. And she's one of the biggest things popping at Roc Nation at the time. So when you threaten their money, you threaten their bag, it don't matter what he's guilty for. If it look like what it need to look like enough, they gonna make it happen and get you out the way. So I think there's a little bit of that.
All right, so they put a little sauce on it.
Yeah. Not saying that he didn't, you know, handle it right and he ain't got a temper and he maybe made some wrong decisions, because if he was smarter about shit, they wouldn't have been able to position on him like that. He got gun charges in other states and other shit going on, and it was just he was cooking like a crock pot. It was just a matter of time before it boiled over, and you piss off the higher ups enough where they're gonna make it happen. They're gonna put you away, gonna find a way to get you out of here.
But it don't make it right at all.
Nah, hell no.
So that shit, so that shit right there, he definitely gonna have his winning days after this.
Hell yeah, free Tory.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't a situation where like she knew she had to do certain sympathetic things, I guess, to push the narrative. And I don't know who told her to do certain things like that. And I'm not the one who's trying to like ever point the finger at anybody. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, you went on live on your birthday, and then you said, on my birthday, and then you said, I got shot in my foot and it didn't hit no bones or tendons. So everybody's looking at this. And again, the internet is a sick place. This is a place where people don't give a fuck about you. They do what they do. They antagonize and they do what they do.
Facts.
You go in and you see you get shot in your foot, no bones or tendons. The internet goes into an outrage because some people are like, hold on, how you not get shot? How you get shot in your foot and it don't hit no bones or tendons? Like, whoever is watching this, like, if you need to go on Google and look at a foot anatomy of bones and skeletons and tendons, you realize there's like 30 bones in your feet and like 100 tendons, some crazy number like that, right? So she now gets to this place where the people are like, hold on, and again, the internet is sick. The internet starts coming at her and saying, yo, show your feet. Because we're seeing you at DJ Khaled's house and you're on your tippy toes. And then we're seeing that you're, that you're here and there, and they're antagonizing her. They're brutally coming for her and not giving her, I guess, what it is that she needed.
Do you think Tory Lanez needed to protect her from the internet?
I mean,
Like,
at that point, it was too far gone. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, I mean, I agree with him. Where's the evidence at? You know what I mean? Like, show some bullet holes, some wounds. Like, show something. Like, I feel like there's definitely a narrative in place. Even if you catching a ricochet in your foot, there's gonna be more damage than what she had, and I don't think they showed any damage. Is there anything on the internet showing her feet?
Nah,
when it
I don't
happened?
know.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the police report at? Where the pictures at? Like,
damn,
it's hard to dispute, you know? And then, you know, when girls start singing in court, you guilty till proven innocent, especially with the females. So, you know, I think it was stupid of him. His mistake was pulling out the piece and popping off. If he would have never did that, they may not have been able to position so much on him and get him out of here like that, you know? So that's on him. That's on him.
Yeah. So you're saying that he manipulated, I mean, he made a scene look how it's supposed to be, but it wasn't, but he made it look that way, and they just pivot on that.
He gave him the ammo, facts. He gave him the ammo, literally, to position all that against him because, you know, when he lost his temper and did all that, it was enough. It was enough to look how it needed to do what had to be done. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. All right.
But it gets to this point where now she posts a picture of her foot. And she posts this picture of her foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, like this is not me, and I don't deserve this. Like I don't deserve to have to go through this. Like I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's like I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now it gets to this point where she posts this picture of her foot and everyone's seeing certain things and everyone's saying certain things about her foot, and some people think it's real, some people don't think it's real, and it gets to this place where some people are just not believing it. So she posted a picture. There's no bullet tray. Where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? Like this is what's going on. Like where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? I don't understand. Like where's the surgical? You're not in the surgical room, and anybody who knows, I mean, this is like it clearly had to be the first day that you've taken this picture. So if this is the first day that you've taken this picture, it's like, where's all the evidence? Why are you not in the surgical room? First of all, you're not even allowed to take pictures in a surgical procedure. That is against the law. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. So it gets to this point now where it's like, she says, I was shot from behind and, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, and I was walking away. And she puts that and then she deletes the post after. But that contradicts with the first post because you said somebody came out to hit you with malicious harm and danger to put.
Nah, that what he's saying actually makes mad sense, Dada. What he's saying makes mad sense, Dada. So she actually taking pictures because it's not a gunshot wound. Dada. You're not gonna take pictures of a gunshot wound, Dada, up in the thing, but you can take pictures of a little fucking scrape or a little glass wound, Dada, up in there, Dada. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna leave you in there. You're not dying, Dada. But if it was a gunshot wound, they're gonna be on top of that. Wrap that shit up real quick.
Put you in harm and all this danger and all this stuff. How can you identify who's shooting at you if you're facing the other way? How can you even identify criminal or malicious intent if you're not seeing what's going on behind you? It doesn't even make sense. And so it's like I'm looking at this and I'm just like, yo, this is not right. Like, and I do see when people are getting at her, and there's times when I'm like, damn, like, do I help her or do I speak up and say, yo, don't talk about her, whatever the case is. But if I do that, then it's like I'm coming off like I'm guilty. And then if I say something about having remorse, like I would like to, or saying something about certain things, it's like I come off like I'm guilty of something that I didn't do. So I had to be quiet on certain places. Now, I need y'all to really take this in and understand like how this works at this point. When all this starts happening, LA Times, okay, this is put in public information. LA Times puts out an article, and in the article they say, you know, this is the initial report. 2 sources close to the investigation said that she got cut by glass, and she said that she got cut by glass. So then it's like people see that, okay, hold on. They're saying on the initial police report with Officer Santiago, whatever his name is, you can go look this up. This is on LA Times. That's when it gets to this point where it says, okay, yo, they reported no gunfire wound in her foot. They just reported a woman with a foot injury. So you got to understand, like, this is what's in their initial police report. Fuck all the Instagram, fuck the other shit. This is just what's in the police report. So you got to understand, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, wow, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, like at the end of the day, like maybe some people might see this, maybe some people might not. It gets to academics, it gets to academics, it gets to Hollywood Unlocked, it gets to certain places, right? She comes out with this tweet that says, keep talking and I'm gonna stop sparing you. It's like, my love, I have not been on the internet for 3 months.
That's Jay-Z.
I have not been on the internet for 3 months. And then 30 minutes later, she just goes on live. And it's like me telling you, yo, keep talking, my nigga, and I'm gonna slap you. And then I just slap you. It's like, you didn't do anything for me to slap you. I just slapped you. So it's like, who was talking to? Who are you saying to keep talking to? I don't understand. Whatever. It gets past this point. And it gets to a place where now she says, I'm gonna stop sparing you, whatever the case. She gets on live. Now, because it got on academics that there was no gunfire wound on the initial report, everyone starts going to her page. Again, she starts reacting to certain things. Now, I'm gonna say one thing. I'm not getting mad at her or whatever it is, because I understand that she is dealing with a lot. Like, when it comes down to, you gotta understand, she lost both of her parents. And
so what you think, Dada? You think that at first she was being an individual, she was being like a friend at first, she was being honest, and then she went back to the Roc Nation camp, Dada, and said, oh, hell no, Dada, we gonna run this play, Dada. Ain't no honesty here, Dada. We gonna run it like this, and this is how you gotta run it.
I mean, think about it. They was in a whip, right? There was bottles, obviously, in the whip. Niggas was drinking. So it's not far-fetched to think she getting out the car, bottles is breaking. As they getting out the car, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could have easily cut her foot. It's not really hard to believe. This is why I'm saying, if he would have never popped off with the pistola, they would have nothing.
Yeah.
So the L is on him. Whether they lying and pushing the narrative is irrelevant, because he popped off. If he never popped off, how is they gonna get him? You know what I'm saying? So, like, being the way he was with the gun, and kind of got him where he's at, whether he was guilty or not. That's the part that sucks, because the powers that be, they took that and they ran with it. So unfortunately, it's his L. But I do think, and I'm not, you know, obviously nobody want to be in jail, but if he's getting respect in there and it's hardening him up and he coming out smarter, stronger, with more respect, his career is gonna be better off. Even though he's missing time right now, the industry's shifting, where his style, when he comes back out, he'll do well. He'll do well, because people that fuck with him, they're gonna continue to fuck with him.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Fendi. So Tory Lanez, I guess they trying to say that he disses fucking TDE, Doche and Ray.
Track by Tory Lanez.
Ain't say you want to battle Kendrick.
He decides to go at TDE. He decides to take shots at TDE and some of the people from the camp. In particular, he names somebody, a female artist, shocker, but he decides to say something about some other artist from the camp. When he gets at TDE in this verse, He breaks it down in the very beginning. Now, mind you, there's only 2 verses, and this whole song ends with like an outro. It's kind of like him talking about his situation, thanking Chris Brown. You know, he's crying on the phone, very emotional, very emotional. Even through all that emotion, he decides to take shots at TDE. He starts the verse off by saying, I can't just trust somebody in business just being me. Feeling like F all that free promo, who feeling me? I hop out the DMV smelling like we. This so you know the phone's on D&D. Get tired of these business meetings like a 3.
Yeah, that nigga different. Yeah, and he fucks with Kodak. You gotta keep it real with Tory, you heard?
I told you,
You
gonna
gotta
put
keep
it
it
in
real
the
with Tory,
tracks.
because Kodak got his little situations that's happening out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's in Toronto, but wherever the fuck them niggas is from, that be mentioning Kodak.
Yeah.
That top 5 dude, whoever that top 5, that Coney ass nigga. What's up with top 5 nigga?
I don't know who that is. I'm not hip to that shit right now. I fuck
All
with
right,
Kodak.
all right.
Kodak's Florida, right? He's from Florida.
Yeah. Kodak and shit. Facts. All right.
3 and 3. Chanelli on my back. All you see is CNC. Shooters give you airtime. Word to B&B. Crash outs coming from little homie at TDE. But that's just my little brother. All he wants is to be a me. Too much respect for Top Dog to ever just be a flea. Plus, so many Compton guys with me, they'll bleed a T. Love them guys. Everybody could get it. So obviously he's talking about Rayvon. He's talking about Rayvon when Rayvon had mentioned Tory Lanez in the recent track that he had made called Crash Out Heritage. This is where he name drops Tory in the song Crash Out Heritage, where he says, and Tory, you should be ashamed of yourself because DDG needed to sell. You deserve a verse from a cell. And if you remember the song Handling Business with DDG and Tory Lanez, this is where he recorded this in a cell. And remember, this is the verse where Tory Lanez has said, I be praying and waiting for the day that people come at me the way they did Drizzy. I got the card in the wallet and Big Brody problems, my problems. So F how you feel about it. That's what Rayvon was responding to when he had mentioned Tory Lanez. Rayvon follows up by saying, before you went to jail in the booth, me and you was Keenan and Kel. Stranger things happen on the mic when guys beef over L's. Don't think you her was praying for your freedom as well. You loyal to rappers in the early days you beefed with as well. If it ain't no friendlies in the 6, then we gonna blick you as well. So this was Rayvon talking about Tory Lanez and Crash Out Heritage, saying how they were close, but now they could run it, especially after the verse that he did with DDG, where he's implying anybody from that side can get it, which is TDE.
Nah, Tory's good. Tory's good. When Tory gets out, he's good. He got mad niggas to you know what I'm saying, go back and forth with and shit like that. This is
Think
all good
about
competition.
this. Think about this, Riz, right? If this works, this album does well, who else put an album out from jail that did this well? He essentially will have his own record, his own trophy, his own medallion to wear. Yo, I put out a hit record from a cell. From a cell. No one else has really done that. I mean, Sean released a couple freestyles back in the day. I remember when Sean was locked up, he was spitting from a cell. But it hasn't really become a thing. Now Tory's turning it into a thing. I've seen nothing but good reviews from this album, considering it was all recorded through a cell phone. The mixing and mastering is top notch, I heard. Coming from an engineer, nigga, that's hard to do. That's hard to do.
For Tory Lanez, for Tory Lanez to be going through everything he's going through, I feel like a lot of people don't believe what happened. They don't believe what happened because they still his fan and shit like that. Even with Chris Brown, Rihanna situation, Chris Brown had way more backlash than Tory. A lot of the niggas is actually like out here, voting for cheering for Tory to win. A lot of them come out of it because they feel like he didn't do it. I think they honestly feel he didn't do it. That's crazy.
And the talent too. Breezy survived because of his talent. He kept putting out hits. He would still see Breezy after that. You know, the talent never wavered. He never stopped making good music. So if Tory does the same shit, he gonna be good, bro. He gonna be good.
We gonna hear this. Then after this, we gonna see all the people that turned down Rock Nation and where their career went and what happened to them. How about that? That'll be a good insight.
PG Lang, Kendrick Lamar, and all that. But when Tory Lanez says crashing out coming from Lil Homie at TDE, he's talking about Rayvon. He's also mentioning the relationship that Rayvon had talked about when they say Keenan and Kel, that's my little brother, things like that. And then right here it says, too much respect for Top Dog to ever just be a flea. And when Tory Lanez says this, I think he's really just trying to say that he has respect for Top Dog Entertainment. He has respect for TDE. He has respect for Top Dog. But when he says to just be a flea, I think what he's implying, he's just wanting the same respect that he gives Top Dog, which is the head of TDE, the one that runs everything, right? And here he's saying this because he's getting into arguments with somebody from that label. He's requesting the same level of respect from people at TDE to give him the same respect that they give Top Dog, which is a crazy statement to make after you try to defend Drake and say that anybody from that side could get it. It's definitely Tory Lanez throwing some shade, but I don't think that Tory Lanez wants this type of smoke. I don't think he wants that type of smoke. You're fighting the system and then you're fighting TDE. Like, bro, pick a battle. I don't even think it's a good idea for you to go at any of these entities at this time, bro. And then a few lines down, he says, so many Compton guys with me, they'll bleed a T. Love them guys. Everybody can get it. Now, if I'm correct, I think Tory Lanez is actually doing time in prison at North Kern State Prison. So when he says that he has people from Compton with him, it looks like he's clicked up with people from the inside that have ties to Compton, which is interesting because you know he's in general population. He's with all these other people. But the real question is, are they extorting you? Or did you just meet them? How did this?
It doesn't even matter. We're not even going to get into extorting all this shit. At the end of the day, what do you feel about that? A lot of rappers don't be in general pop. That's different right there. That's the real situation, huh?
I know he don't want no smoke with TDE. Y'all see what TDE just did to the Owls over there, over at OVO. Like, this whole battle with Drizzy and Kendrick been crazy. You know, with the lawsuits. I mean, hip hop's changed. Thank God that lawsuit didn't go, because if that lawsuit would have went through, diss tracks would have been different from this point on for the rest of history. Everybody be scared to say shit because of litigation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we were able to save the culture and that shit didn't hit. It didn't stick. You know, and Kendrick came out on top. So, you know, the diss records, the subliminal shots, that's what the industry do. That's what rappers do. They always, it's like talking shit after you hit a jump shot. You know what I mean? When you on the court, that's just how it is, especially when you an MC. But you got to be careful who you fuck with. You know, there's real consequences.
And that shit would have happened, that shit would have just would have made niggas just hide their hand, niggas that got money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Made them
This
hide
relationship build up in the first place. How did you end up clicking with people from Compton? Usually when situations go down and somebody has a lot of money, they most likely will pay for protection or they'll get extorted by the people in there. Either way it goes, Tory Lanez was able to build an allegiance with some people from Compton. And who knows, whatever he's saying here is true. Maybe he's just saying it. But being locked up in here, it looks like it could be possible. And the next person that he mentions from TDE is Doechii. It's right here where he took his time to bring up Doechii just to take another jab at TDE. Unrelated topic. Other day I seen Doechii rap in tongues and I low-key love her. I won't DM her and F the chance up that we gonna be effing. And I don't want to be sitting in the bed with her one day. She on the gram looking back like, I know you wasn't. So I guess that Tory Lanez is taking shots at Doechii now, which is crazy because of the situation that landed Tory Lanez in prison in the first place. I think the last thing that he should do is reconnect with famous women as soon as he gets out of jail, considering it's the thing that put him there in the first place. Obviously, he's trying to get at Doechii for attention. She just won a Grammy. She just won an award. And I think it's crazy that Tory Lanez is taking this time to call out a woman that's
different right there, right?
I told you, Doechii's tough. She doing her thing, bro. She doing her thing. So that's proof right there that she's one of them ones. So he gotta be careful. As soon as he get out of prison, he gotta be in the studio and just hit us with projects.
I feel like
industry
he's
shit.
good. I feel like this nigga's good, A lot of niggas, don't say. I feel like I don't know. A lot of niggas cheering for him,
Yeah,
that's shit different. A lot of niggas cheering for this dude is different, even after the situation that he been in, So it means something.
That's on her rise to fame while he's incarcerated for involving himself with a woman that was on the rise to her fame. You got locked up for this exact reason. and you're out here doing it again. It doesn't make any sense. But obviously, you're taking this time to take shots at TDE. But the track is very emotional. Tory Lanez does get very emotional in this track. He starts crying towards the end of the song. But fighting TDE and the justice system, bro, like, pick a fight, bro. I mean, I promise you. What's even more crazy is I wonder if Doechii is going to respond. I wonder if...
And Rock Nation, you know how that shit goes, But niggas gotta stay silent, bro. Niggas can't tell them what to pick a side and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is strong. My man Raise the weak nigga. Like, he's gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? He's feeling sort of way. He's trying to get everything out the way at once. And that's a fact.
Yup. Oh no, I fuck with Tory's chick tapes, the mixtape series he had. They were called Chicks Tapes with an X. When he was doing his R&B shit, them shits was fire. He was remixing all the R&B joints and rapping on them and shit. So, I mean, musically, not a lot of people, in my opinion, are fucking with Tory.
Yeah.
That can do both. You got to do both. If you can sing and rap, it puts you in a different category than a lot of these dudes.
Tory, facts. Tory got a whole different dilemma going on over there. You know what I'm saying? He's different. He can do it all.
Many people believe that reaching that level of wealth often comes with a few skeletons in the closet. Recently, the high-profile prosecution of his longtime friend Diddy has put Jay-Z's past business dealings and industry interactions under intense global scrutiny. This has led many to ask, what happened to the artist who rejected Roc Nation? And it's not just his well-documented conflicts with figures like his former partner Dame Dash or R. Kelly being brought back into the spotlight. Because now, people are looking at the amount of people who refuse to sign with Roc Nation only to see their careers falter in the aftermath. Or, in the worst case scenario, they even lost their lives. It's your boy Luesta, and this is what happens when you say no to Roc Nation. Among the biggest earning entertainment companies in the world today, Roc Nation has grown at a rapid rate. Since their initial founding in 2008, they developed one of the most impressive rosters in music management while dropping albums from the likes of J. Cole, Rihanna, and of course, Jay-Z himself. While they have their critics, they are always praised by those who roll with them, including female hip-hop superstar Megan Thee Stallion. After signing to the company in 2019, the self-declared hot girl coach has always saluted Hove and the team, including its CEO, Desiree Perez.
It just felt like I was in the right spot. Like I said, I was manifesting a lot of stuff for myself. Never did I ever think that I was actually going to be managed by the people that I looked up to. It just felt like a big family. They're just so intelligent. Like, they've been through everything. They still going through it right now, but they just know how to carry it. And I'm learning from the best. I feel like I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right position. I ain't never felt so like safe in a situation where I feel like these people
learning how to, you know what I'm saying, be dishonest, learning how to, you know what I'm saying, move with no emotion. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's why she was moving with emotion at first. But when Tory Lanez first got knocked off, nigga, she was moving with emotion. She was trying to be honest. Nah, she was being honest and shit like that. But after the fact, when niggas seen the paper and niggas was like, yo, you know, we can make this look like this. He was like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, management definitely stepped in. Definitely. Roc Nation took a hold of that whole shit.
That's a fact.
For sure.
People got my back, and I just see how much they grind and how much they hustle and how much they let all the talk and whatever else people gotta say just roll off their back. I'll call Jay or Des. Des is the woman who really run shit at Roc Nation. Right. And I'll be like, they saying this about me, they got me fucked up now. And they'll be somewhere on the island like, why you even care about that? You tripping, like.
And while that's exactly what Megan would want to have in her corner, there are rumors that the label flexed this power to make life very difficult for a man who was not just an enemy of hers, but a man who had turned down the opportunity to sign with them. Back in 2020, Tory Lanez was on a high when
you heard of Desiree Perez, the person who really runs shit over there.
Yeah,
he attended the Roc Nation brunch. In May of that year, he had managed to free himself from his label at the same time that he had reached the peak of his commercial success. So when he pulled up to the famed annual event, he made quite a splash alongside none other than Megan. He seemed to hint that he was being courted by major labels such as Roc Nation. To be 100%, there's so many labels offering me so much money, like millions of dollars, he said. I've gotten offers that are life-changing, but I don't care. I already own my masters in publishing and everything, so I don't see any reason to give that to somebody else. But no shorter than 2 months after he was turning down these major deals.
Yo, it's crazy. I feel like the industry, the industry got a lot of something to do with when niggas want to keep their masters and when they publishing, nigga, they actually come at these niggas and find a way to take this shit. I feel like Whitney Houston got her shit, her life took it because of the masters and shit like that. Prince, they wanted Prince's masters and shit like that.
Yeah,
I feel like
Michael Jackson and Sony, they battled for years. Tommy Mottola, Michael Jackson was very adamant and very vocal about Tommy Mottola, who was married to Mariah back in the day. He was running everything. So there's big corporate steppers behind the scenes that'll fuck your whole life up.
That shit hit different, for your masters, bro. So for Tory Lanez saying that he's gonna keep his them words right there, they heard that, and that shit hit them different. The niggas be mass sensitive. Like, what, you don't want someone to own their masters and shit? Like, what the fuck? You know why they be mass sensitive? And I feel like this. I feel like Jay-Z feels more sensitive about his shit because he didn't own his master. So he's like, oh, everybody's gonna have to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone who got bullied that want to bully someone. Nigga, you been like, yeah, it's been getting bullied your whole life. Now you want to be a bully? That don't even make sense, nigga. You should understand this shit. So just because he got his fucking, he was in 360 deal, he thinks it's okay to do it to others. You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
If you got your masters, you think you essentially paid for life.
At least Tory Lanez.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
So if you got your masters, think about it. You getting royalties for the rest of your life till you drop dead, and then you can put your royalties in your family's name. So if a big corporation owns thousands of masters for thousands of artists, that company gonna be getting a check forever. You know, even after the artist is dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's essentially like the stock market. Having niggas masters and shit keeps their stock up. It keeps the bag full for eternity. That's how they keep a stronghold on the industry.
R. Kelly's going through that same shit too, nah? It's about his masters and shit like that. R. Kelly get his shit, you know R. Kelly, you know who R. Kelly would be, he owns his masters, you know who R. Kelly, yo, that shit's different. That shit's different.
Tory's life would fall apart. On the night of July 12, 2020, Los Angeles Police Department officers from the Hollywood Division responded to a call regarding shots fired at around 4:30 a.m. Lanez was pulled over and arrested for carrying a concealed firearm in his vehicle. Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion, who was present during the arrest, was taken to the hospital because of a foot injury. According to them, Lanez caused great bodily injury to Megan. From there, a bitter legal battle ensued, which I've talked about at length in other videos. But why this is relevant is because throughout the course of the legal process, which would eventually lead to Tory getting a 10-year sentence, he insisted that ROCNATION was trying to prevent him from telling his side of the story. Otherwise, there would be consequences.
2 days after that, I get a call from ROCNATION that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. I'm like, okay, I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever. It's like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, TMZ report come out.
This wasn't even the only time that Tory alluded to this. On the track Sorry But I Had To from 2020's Daystar, Tory referenced the incident as well as his own business dealings with Jay's company. I made too much money with ROCNATION for them to be thinking I can't correlate the fact that it's only rappers out your roster hating. Contemplating these thoughts in my head, like, how the fuck you calling me threatening me not to make no statements? On another track entitled Bittersweet from that same project, he went at Hove directly and insinuated that he was hurt while also taking shots at the company's.
That right there, you know Hove is Mr. Sensitive, You coming at Hoves on tracks and shit like that. If Hove could put you somewhere else, so he don't have to respond to the track, that's what he would do. Or if he got somebody else, he ain't got Drake or nobody, so he can't put Drake on you. He ain't got Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West ain't fucking with, so he can't put Kanye West on you. He ain't got nobody, so he'd rather have you where you at,
Right. Took him off the board. He's not a factor no more, you know?
Yeah, because he ain't about to go back if he don't want to go back and forth for truth. Who's be doing that?
Legal team, including Jill Scott. It hurt to say them words about ROCNATION management, cause Jigga whole career, I've been a fan of it, and I'm just pissed about the way they handled it. I worked for this for years, and out of nowhere, here comes Jill trying to come smear campaign and damage it. Although he was eventually found guilty, the notion that ROCNATION was somehow involved has persisted, as his father took up the fight. In an emotional speech outside the courthouse, his dad said that Jay-Z and others ought to be ashamed of themselves.
You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Even from behind bars, Tory's insistence that Roc Nation interfered will not subside. Most recently, it was the churn of his own legal counsel, Sean Hawley, who he believes had a prior relationship with Roc Nation before becoming his lawyer. In his complaint, he called for her to face disciplinary action over what he described as serious ethics breaches and demanded a refund of the hundreds of thousands of dollars he had paid her. This followed allegations that she instructed a DNA expert not to conduct tests on the gun involved, and abruptly withdrew from Lanez's defense just 5 days before his guilty verdict, despite being paid nearly $300,000. In addition to his quest to take down Hawley, he also spoke out against Desiree Perez, CEO of Roc Nation, who he believed played a role in assisting Megan with her statements to the police regarding the 2020 shooting incident. At the moment, Tory isn't eligible for parole until 2029. But if how he feels at the moment doesn't change by the time he gets out, you can bet he'll be coming out Roc Nation's next on tracks and IG lives as soon as he's out. While Tory has hopes of turning his life around in time, not everyone that previously turned down Roc Nation is so lucky. Because for a rapper who went by the name of Young Dolph, his time was tragically cut short, allegedly. A mainstay of Memphis hip-hop, Young Dolph was a hugely talented rapper that delivered anthems for the streets over the course of a 13-year-plus career.
What you say?
That's crazy. I remember when we lost Dolph. That was a few years ago.
Because he turned down Roc Nation.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about Dolph, you know he's a rapper who retained his independence at all costs, regularly shutting down rumors that he'd signed to labels that were trying to court him. For the last fucking time, I am not signed with nobody and never have been. Been independent my entire career. The leader of his own paper route empire, Dolph may have gotten cosigns, but he never had another boss other than himself for the entirety of his career.
Yo, that nigga Jay-Z be taking all that. He be listening to all these people that talk that. He takes all that shit to the heart and he feels like he could never be Dolph. He could never be Dolph, nigga. If Dolph would have made it all the way till he was older, Jay-Z could have never been a Dolph, and that would have showed a lot. Or he could never be a Gucci man if Dolph would have made it all the way to the top, because Gucci man would have had something to do with that, because he was fucking with Gucci too, you know what I'm saying? These niggas actually blackballed, nigga.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's you ain't getting a bag without us. You just not. You know what I mean? Like, whether you independent or not, you're not gonna get a bag in our industry without us. That's what.
But he got to the bag. He was making money.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like that.
No.
Career.
It was just because of everything, bro. You just don't know. Bro, people tell me Dolph signed with Grand Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been signing Grand Hustle. That my dog. Like, shout out to T.I. That's another nigga. Like, I salute respect in the game. Dolph signed to CMG. Yo, guys. No, I ain't signed.
You see, those are all people that fucks with Jay-Z. What's T.I. first song that came out? Wasn't it a Jay-Z song or Jay-Z song or something like that? Jay-Z hook?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. T.I. got mad songs with Ho.
That shit different.
CNG. And the most out of all of them, dog, was signed to Brick Squad. No, you know what I'm saying? Gucci, that's my dog. That's my trap, bro. I mess with him. You feel me? Like, he showed me a lot of love, so I showed him love back. Where I come from, man, anybody show you love, man, and show you that they want to see you win, you can't do nothing but embrace that. Show them the same love. You rock with them like they rock with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But, come on, it's just like I said, man. I was playing with Cortez before I ever met Gucci, man. And I met Gucci, man, way before people were talking about this. I was saying with Brick Squad, saying with Brick Squad. So come on, man. That's old.
But there was a time where he did strongly consider signing to a label. And going on the strength of the clues he provided, it seems obvious that it was with The Rock. In various interviews after it went down, Dolph alluded to how he turned down a life-changing sum of money.
Man, I got myself in a fucked up ass situation, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do, dog. Nah, man, really tell you the truth, I do know what to do, but I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. Bro, for the last 6 months, I've been having a motherfucking $22 million contract debating on should I do the deal or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, should I take the 22 million or fuck the 22 million?
Crazy.
Fuck the 22 million.
Although he eventually decided to stay on his own grind, it wasn't a spur.
And then he put it up there. Fuck the 22 million. He threw it in their face.
Yeah.
That's different.
For real.
They take that shit to the heart. Fuck the 22 million, nigga.
Moment decision.
I turned
You know
down
what
that
it is?
22M. Yeah.
You sell your soul, bro. You sell your soul. That kind of money, they own you, bro. They own your likeness. You become their intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't take that shit lightly.
You got pull up to a bunch of niggas who just pulling up. Why he wasn't invited to no Rock Nation brunch before the thing? Now after that he goes to the Rock Nation brunch and just like everybody, nah, fuck all that. What the hell? It's a bunch of just people just in that facility that's going there. It's like a fucking company brunch. That's it.
Yeah, facts.
That's different, bro. But yo, I see why they looking at it, man. Nigga, he said fuck the 22, what the heck, You mad because you couldn't say that you would have took the 22 million. Jay-Z would have took the 22 million at that age.
I mean, well, I went to my lawyer office. We talked, we go over it. We had been going over it for like the past 2 weeks. No, about 4 months.
Oh, all right. The deal was good though. But I'm talking about on paper.
It was we went over. It was what I had wanted, like the structure with the whole. It was like, I'm gonna do it. And like, shit.
Was it a joint venture 50-50 split? How was it?
Yes. You know what I mean? But
you see, he's playing. You see Dolph, the niggas, whoever was doing the deal with them, they feel like, oh, you playing with us. You're the artist. We're gonna give you what you asked for. You asked for
I wonder if they gave him his masters in that deal. That'd have been cool to know. That 22 mil, do I get to keep my masters?
Probably not.
That's what I want to know.
I don't know. That's what the deal's for.
Exactly.
But that's what he probably put up there. Like, I need 22, I need this, I need that. And when they arrived with it, he was like, nah, I ain't taking that shit. They didn't feel good.
I signed it. I'm at my lawyer office. I'm like, I'm gonna sign it so she can send it back. Bro, I leave, pull her right back up, go right back up to her office, get the contract to fold and tell her, fuck this shit, I don't want to do this shit.
In the end, he let them down, but insisted that it was nothing personal. Instead, Dolph made the decision to bide his time instead of taking the lump sum and cutting another party in.
It wasn't even no hard feelings. It wasn't nothing against them or none. It's like, I stand on this shit. I stamped this shit.
Yo, Riz, go back,
a lot of
nigga.
people talk
Go
this
back.
shit. I stand on this shit.
You saw
know what I mean?
Shorty
So
with the
it's like,
eyeball
it
in the
didn't-
video?
like, oh.
You said what?
The Shorty in the clip you just played, Shorty had the eye with the rock up. Right in that little clip. Right after that, watch Shorty in the
back up to her
background.
office, get the contract to fold and tell her, fuck this shit, I don't want to do this shit.
In the end, he let them down, but insisted that it was nothing personal. Instead, Dolph made the decision
Right
to
there. Pause it right there. Right behind him when he moved. Watch Shorty.
bide his time.
Come on, son. That's who really run the game. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Riz. That's who really run the game right there. You know what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? You got to sign with them or you can't become an artist? That's what it means?
Illuminati, bro. Ain't that the Illuminati shit? Come on, he's supposedly independent. Why is that shit in his video? You know what I'm saying? They probably knew about the hit before it even happened. You see what I'm saying? That shit was put there. They told Shorty to do that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The industry is very clandestine. There's a lot of sinister shit that goes on behind the scenes, bro. There's no such thing as coincidence. That Shorty right there that's not the Rock Nation sign. It go deeper than the rabbit hole go deep, my G.
Yeah.
It go deep.
Instead of taking the lump sum and cutting another party in.
It wasn't even no hard feelings. It wasn't nothing against them or none. It's like, I stand on this shit.
But them niggas they just fuck with the music. They fuck with the music side of it. They let them handle the music side of it because you know what I'm saying, that shit's bigger than what it is. So they let them handle the music side of it. But hell nah, you gotta let people be, you know what I'm saying? That's why people ain't coming out. Why you think Pop Smoke ain't come out? Pop Smoke was about to change the fucking algorithm of fucking music forever. He sounds different than anybody. Nobody sound like Pop Smoke. That shit is different.
He had that voice.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we ain't gonna Bobby Shmurda because he could wear off. And they just let him wear off. And then when they
mass
came up,
influence is dangerous.
It's fucked up.
I stand on this shit. A lot of people talk this shit. I stand on this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like it didn't. Like, okay, 22 million. What's the difference between you getting that 22 million at one time and you getting it over a 12-month span of time to an 18-month span of time?
And you know what's crazy too? That them niggas, they know a lot of what these niggas are doing. Like, boom. And the feds didn't know nothing about Little Durk or nothing like that. The labels that who don't like Little Durk, they know about it because they fucking with other artists, and the artists is talking, and niggas know something. That's something. Then they get to it. Then they understand what's going on. And then you got people like Desiree Perez, who actually owns the label, so they over here giving them the nick like you gotta put it together. We can't put it, but this is what's happening. This is what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Why do you think they know so much about what's going on with Pooh Shiesty, the old Gucci man? Because they talking, they raps and shit like that. They actually like, yo, this is what's happening there. This is what's happening.
Yeah. Just like they hide shit in the movies. When you watch the movies, you know, they hide it in plain sight. The music too. You gotta really listen. They be hiding it in the lyrics.
So it's like you're going in there. You're going in the fucking in the studio, and then they listening to everything that's going on. They know what the fuck you doing when you dissing and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So they understand what's going on. That's why NBA Youngboy, he's kind of like, he does his shit himself. Or somebody just goes right there to his crib or some shit right there. He ain't playing none of that shit because he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to get caught up on. Yeah,
Exactly.
you know, so someone put him on the game.
Right. What's the fucking difference?
Right.
What you finna do with it?
By August of 2020, Dolph was dominating his own.
If Dolph didn't have nobody, Gucci or somebody should have told him like, yo, once he turned down that 22 million, he should be like, yo, you know, niggas gonna be on your tail, like he should have let him be known, you turn that type of money down, you know, niggas don't like that. Any blatant smart person is gonna know that shit, like you turning down money from people, you know what I'm saying? Move right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. Don't go get cookies, let someone else hop out the car and go get the fucking cookies. It wasn't that serious, it's not that serious. You don't gotta let it be known that you're hopping out to get the cookies, someone else could hop out and get the cookies, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't that serious.
Alongside his own projects popping off and Rich Slave becoming his highest charting album by peaking at number 4, he was beginning to make his way as a real label boss with Paper Route Empire too. But this would all be brought to a tragic halt in 2021 when he was gunned down in front of a Memphis cookie shop. The news broke the hearts of hip-hop fans all over the world and left his family and friends to pick up the pieces of what he was building. But what people didn't expect is that as posthumous tracks began to seep out, Dolph would actually mention his dealings with ROCNATION and his desire for a hoe feature too. Showing up, plain Jane Rolex, had a meeting with ROCNATION. But they got about 4, 5, 6 rappers over there that be hating. But I still fuck with Jigga. Tell him I got $2 million for him to do a verse, and if he don't, I still got love for him. In these bars, Dolph suggests that the reason why he didn't sign with ROCNATION is on the account of the fact that he had enemies on the roster. And now...
That's one thing about it, bro. Dolph too, that nigga's the CEO and he's the rapper, So talking to Jay-Z like that, Jay-Z took that shit mad disrespectful because first of all, nigga, why wouldn't you take a fucking $2 million verse? That's overpaying this nigga. Or is it? You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to overpay him. And if you turn that down, then you already know that you hating too, just with the rest of the niggas who's hating over there. But guess who didn't turn out the deal? Yo Gotti didn't turn out the deal. Yo Gotti did all the pictures with Roc Nation brunch, all this shit after the fact. That shit different. Like niggas, that
politics.
Yo, Dada. And he's too big just to be walking, doing. Yo, Dolph is different, Dolph is a different individual.
The brother of someone who is on the ROCNATION roster has actually been cited as the man who put the hit out on Dolph, which just makes the whole thing seem to connect full circle. Again, this is not like 100% true, but it's really interesting. When defendant Cornelius Smith took to the stand to expose what really went down on the day of Dolph's killing, he provided the motive for the crime by stating that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, who had since passed on too, greenlit the killing. In response, Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman declared that Big Juke, the person I told you about before, the number 2 guy at CMG, he put out a hit, $100,000 to whoever kills Dolph. He met with Justin, he has met with Cornelius, and they think they're ready to do it. Considering that Dolph and Gotti were in a feud for years that could merit an entire video of its own, it's no surprise that the PRE leader felt a way about Jay standing by Gotti. But now, things look like they might get really complicated. It's about to get dicey, since he said Juke put out the hit. If they can trace the payment back to anything related to Gotti, he might be in some shit. While Gotti probably isn't complaining, getting concrete evidence to say that he specifically asked for it is probably not going to happen. If they'd gotten Dolph on the roster, Roc Nation would have had one of the biggest names in the South at their disposal, and would certainly reap the rewards. But that wasn't the only cultural leader that they were after who has since passed on. Because for a while, they were after the signature of a man who had the youth hanging on his every word. From the outset of his career, XXXTentacion was an individual who captured the public's imagination. On early tracks like Look at Me, the Floridian rapper laid out the blueprint for a
That shit different. So XXXTentacion turning down deals. Who you think?
Well, that his whole situation, right? Let me look at X. He basically talked shit on Drizzy's mom. So once the mom got involved, he was dead shortly after that. And not only X, we can't talk about all these niggas and not talk about Nipsey, bro. Didn't we see Nipsey with a Roc Nation hat on at some point
Let me
in
see.
his
Let me see
career?
down the line. Let me see down the line. Let me see. There's a lot of niggas who said no. I think Let me see.
Because out of all of them, Nipsey to me is the most tragic. That's a loss we gonna feel forever, hip hop.
I think the Nipsey situation got something to do probably more. It's more of a Big U situation. It's his own gang situation. Like it could have got there, but he had the hate on the bottom floor first anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that.
That's why I don't really go too much to Roc Nation and all that shit, because it's not really that. You know what I'm saying? He was willing probably to do a deal with them, was gonna go with them, and the niggas below was like, you ain't going over there alone, nigga. You ain't gonna be here.
Nipsey had Pac potential, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact. But they did him dirty. They took him out the game. He was independent. Man, as a fact, you're right. You're right. You absolutely right.
It's always the independent. Right. The independent niggas, it's dangerous, bro.
Yeah. And it's crazy because them niggas is the ones that be good role models for the community. Dolph was a good role model for his community. Nipsey Hussle was a good role model for his community. They both dads, they both was good dads, that they showed their kids, You don't see rappers with their kids a lot, You don't see that shit, that family unity. This nigga Dolph always mentioned his kid. This nigga Nipsey always mentioned his kid, his girl, You seen this shit out there, It's crazy. Yeah. You're right. Positivity, They kill positivity.
Yup.
Different.
A whole new approach to the game, which fascinated everyone who encountered it. So much so that labels were ready to immediately overlook the fact that he was in jail and facing domestic abuse charges, eagerly reaching out to gauge interest in signing him, including none other than Roc Nation. In an interview after the fact, a former roommate of Roc Nation revealed that while he was locked up, they reached out to try and get him to sign a deal.
I was on the phone with Roc Nation, and I was on
I feel like if it wasn't for people like Cash Money, like the reason why there's boozies, right? Because you're like, then why there boozies and shit like that? The reason why there's boozies and shit like that is because Cash Money and Master P, fucking, they've been going against, they've been independent. So they've been going against Jay-Z and them niggas over there. Whoever them niggas is, I don't know, whoever them upper niggas is over there, they've been going against them. Whoever them niggas is. So when they've been going against them, Louisiana and all that, you know what I'm saying? And all them people, they got to be themselves creatively, because the Roc Nation, them niggas ain't looking for artists over there, they can't go over there because that shit's already taken with Cash Money Records. But Cash Money Records, it's a real empire that they growing, so they let everybody else grow. So you get the NBA young boys, you get the boozies, you get to have more artists come out there because they don't got them niggas, the Roc Nation people over there scouting and trying to eliminate every fucking possible competition that there is, because they actually got beef with the higher ups. They got beef with the Cash Money Records and the what's that shit called? Master Peach Records too. You know what I'm saying?
No Limit.
Low Limit, yeah, Low Limit.
But see, that's a different time. Like if this was high school, that's a different class. Jay wasn't as big as a puppet master as he is now. he was more of their equal as far as the artist. When Master P, Birdman, and Weezy was running shit, Jigga wasn't as big as he was now. He wasn't a billionaire yet like that now. You know what I'm saying? So it was a
Yeah.
different time. It was a different, they're the bricklayers. They paved the way with this independent shit. You can't talk Master P and No Limit. You can't talk independent without them dudes.
Yeah.
They the founders. They the founding fathers of that street shit. And the South different, bro. The South different. They stick
That's why,
together down South different. That's why the South was running the game in the early 2000s.
that's why they
if
got
you
people
remember.
coming up. But
Yup.
over here in New York,
They
the
hate
Pop
too
Smokes
much.
can't live, the Bobby Smurters can't live, the things can't live, the data. You don't see how they take care of their people over there, the data. And that's the case, like NBA Youngboy or some situation, the data, he would have been gone, the data. He would have been like a Bobby Smurter, the data. But no, he got good people, the data around him. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's helping him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't have good people. They didn't have such good people over there, the data, because no one even actually even knows what's the higher up. It's different in New York, the data. So them niggas is controlling the game like a mug.
Yeah, the East Coast got an ego different than the South, bro.
Yo, nigga, it's like they kill. It's like every new fucking venture that comes up that's about to trend, they kill it like weeds, nigga. And only the people that's already up to that because their music can get listened to. Anybody want to listen to no fucking Jay-Z right now? It's 2025, nigga. Niggas been done with the Jay-Z, da-da-da. Not even trying to come at Jigga Man, da-da-da. But damn, nigga. Niggas is listening to Pop Smoke now, nigga. Like, we get that Pop Smoke live.
High
That's
level
like Birdman,
bro.
That's like
That's
Lil
all.
Wayne and Birdman still trying to beef with fucking NBA Youngboy and shit like that. Like, nah, niggas, they let everybody listen to us. Nah, niggas, a whole new generation. Niggas, they want to listen to fucking him. They want to listen to him. But guess what? You still you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one could take Jay-Z. No one could take who Jay-Z is, from him, He gotta just understand that shit, Jay-Z. You gotta let other people, prosper too, You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let other niggas come up, No matter what, the different sounds, the different things. No, even if they are different labels, nigga, congratulate them, niggas. Let them come up, nigga. Let them do whatever the fuck they doing real quick, You know what I'm saying?
I think Hov tried to sign Weezy at one point back in the day too. Weezy turned down a Rockefeller deal.
I think he's gonna get. I think he's one of the artists that said no here too.
Fucking call with AR from ROCNATION. This nigga was like, yo, we trying to sign X. And I remember like talking to X, fucking phone calls from jail with the people that's like calling him to make deals with him, trying to sign him to, wherever, trying to sign him to a label. I was on the phone with ROCNATION. He was like, yo, we're trying to sign X. And that was like one of the biggest deal offerings that he had. So I was trying to get him on the phone. And X was
For a lot of people, this would have been a golden opportunity. But for an artist like X, this wasn't feasible for him, as taking the deal meant sacrificing his vision or his masters.
X didn't want to sign with nobody. He felt like his ass is too good, and that's okay. As an artist, you're definitely entitled to feel like that, because if you don't want to be tied down to no damn record label and you got to do what you got.
That's fucking smart, yo. X is a smart kid.
Well, you know what it was? He knew once Drizzy was taking his flows and he was getting popping off of that shit. He knew he didn't need a label at that point. It was inevitable for him to pop off.
Yeah. Damn, but he was a young kid, for him to think like that, that's and then he came out, that's beautiful. And then he came out like with order trying to be peaceful and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he was that nigga's nigga, he was putting on a whole different vibe. He was like a fucking Bob Marley, XXX was giving the Bob Marley vibes,
Yeah, he had the little punk thing going too. I feel like he had a punk rock vibe too. A lot of the punk rock fans.
Yeah. I'm talking about
personality
wise. Yeah,
because of his look. You know what I mean? His look, his sound. He was more alternative than the traditional rapper too.
Yeah, facts.
Gotta do for them. You want to do what you gotta do for yourself. You're entitled to do that for yourself. So I can understand that. He was like, yo, I don't want to sign, but I was like, damn, this is a big ass deal.
Over time, XXXTentacion stayed on his independent grind and eventually signed a distribution deal with Empire, which was worth millions. However, there's no telling how big that bag could have been if he took Hov's offer on board. Still, it seems like this was an instance where Jay understood. For starters, it's believed that he prevented Vic Mensa, who called him an abuser during what has now become one of the most controversial freestyles, from dissing X while the rapper was still alive.
I was dissing another rapper really for no reason. Wow. And that really just kind of shifted my perspective on it. And I'm like, I don't need to be tearing down another young black man, regardless of if I like the music or not. It's like we have so much opposition outside of our community trying to eat off of us, and parasites just trying to feed off of our energy, and there's no need for us to be tearing each other.
It's crazy, Dada. When you got an open mind like that, Dada, they don't want you to speak like this, though.
Yeah. Where's Vic Mensa at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
where is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You talk like this, you start exposing the industry and shit. It's a wrap. It's a
But
wrap.
you supposed to think like that. That's how you supposed to think. That's reality right there.
Yup. But it's pushing a boulder uphill. That's the thing. One slip, that rock coming right back down on your ass. It's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it, my G.
Yeah, Dada, but you know what I'm saying? That's a fact, Dada. That's a fact. But then because everybody, it's because the people who's doing it, you can see how it happens, Dada. Because the people who's doing it, they doing it by themselves. Like if Kanye West is doing it, right? He's lifting that boulder uphill alone. If Cat Williams is doing it, he's lifting his boulder uphill. They're not teaming up either. It's not like they together. You don't see Cat Williams and Kanye West together just because they're going against and making a whole. Nah, they actually alone on their own time fighting their whole. Yo, that's different. Find the battle alone. That's a whole fucking thing. But you know what I'm saying? They killing a lot of sheep though. You know what I'm saying? They killing a lot of sheep.
Down, we got to be more unified than that.
As you probably know by now, XXXTentacion would sadly be killed in his hometown during a robbery outside a motorsports dealership. Once again, the world was left in shock. And this time, Jay-Z referenced his outrage over what happened to X within his feature on Drake's Talk Up in 2018. I got your president tweeting, I won't even meet with him. Y'all killed X and let Zimmerman live. Streets are done. As the news that Roc Nation wanted to sign him emerged, fans had an interesting response to it. Because for some people, they felt like it could have preserved his life by relocating him out of his hometown. And sadly, there's no way of knowing how things could have played out. Meanwhile, other rappers who turned down Roc Nation have seen their attempts to cross over into the US market stall. Just look at the case of Nasty C. Ever since he first emerged, South Africa's Nasty C has been killing it in his home nation ever since his mixtape days. Despite never landing on the US charts, he became renowned to the extent that he secured features from the likes of Benny the Butcher, French Montana, Lil Keed, Ari Lennox, T.I., and many more. But while this is impressive for him to have managed under his own steam, he could have had the Roc Nation checkbook behind him. Back in 2016, rumors were swirling around that he was in talks with Roc Nation to come aboard their team. But rather than just say no, Nasty decided to blow the whistle on how they deal with their signees. I don't want an average Roc Nation contract, he said. I don't want a set standard record deal. I want something different. I've seen the language they use in
You know who's that and shit?
This guy, never heard of him, nah. But it seemed like the pattern's the same. You know, Roc Nation knocks on the door, you don't answer, shit gets fucked up for you.
That's crazy, nigga. What the fuck? I was busy, nigga. I didn't even know it was Roc Nation, nigga. The fuck?
Yeah.
He was asleep. He didn't want to pick up right there.
Contracts, and I've seen enough people get blindsided, so I'm cautious about contracts. Maybe I just got my guard up. While it's unclear exactly what went down, Nasty C speculated that he was warned by 50 Cent, who became somewhat of a mentor to him, to stay away from Hove and Diddy.
It wasn't even that deep. No, we didn't even talk about none of that. We just spoke about regular shit. Cars, jewelry, life, niggas being fake, bitches, all that type of shit.
Niggas being fake. Who be fake?
A lot of people.
Nah, you gotta respect 50 Cent for that though. You gotta respect 50 Cent for telling niggas, yo, stay away from them niggas.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
some real
50
shit
the
right
culture,
there.
bro.
And he'll do it publicly.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's why you gotta respect 50 for that. 50 Cent gotta be respected. We have to give 50 Cent his flowers done, Dada.
Rather than take the offer that was on the table, Nasty C decided to stick to his guns. But it might have had unintended consequences. Because now, his supporters point to the fact that he rejected Roc Nation as the reason why he never broke through. And that's one of the main reasons why Nasty C hasn't won a Grammy Award. That's why things are not easy for him overseas. Through Nasty C, we get a sense that sometimes people take a look at the contract and immediately run the other way. And as it turns out, he's really not the only one. Among the legends of the Bay Area, Oakland's Filthy Rich had a massive amount of momentum at one stage and has dropped a truly prolific amount of music over the years. More impressively, he did it all independently, and this ensured that he managed to keep every cent of his earnings to himself. And Roc Nation took note of his success to the point that they tried to sign him. However, Filthy immediately immediately said no because they wanted to get their hands on music that they wanted nothing to do with and basically tried to sign him to a 360.
They wanted to do a deal with me with Roc Nation, but they wanted all my back catalog. It's damn near a 360 deal. I'm like, no, we could start from here, because they was trying to say that they was gonna bring, this was the management side, that they was gonna bring the labels and these placements and these looks and all this bigger shit. That's the only thing I've never done is sign a major deal. So I was with it for like an album or something to see how it worked. And then, you know, they didn't want to do it that way. They wanted to do it this way. They want a piece of touring and merch and everything. So luckily I didn't do it, because right after that the pandemic hit. So it wasn't even no touring. So if I'd have signed that, they would have just been getting paid off my back catalog that they had nothing to do with. And I wouldn't ever been got paid for no shows, because I wouldn't be able to do nothing. So luckily I didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Shockingly, he's not alone in this either, because Sauce Walka has a very similar story. The Texas-based rapper had a major come up in the mid-2010s, dropping tape after tape via his own Sauce Factory imprint. Similar to the approach with Filthy, Roc Nation set their sights on the Haitian rapper, but their demands for a larger share of his earnings were more than what he was willing to agree to.
Jay had his people reach out to me, and you know, we all got on the call and shit, and we all talked about it, and, you know what I'm saying? And
Sauce Walka is one of the niggas that actually, we could say, escaped all that shit, because probably because of Houston. Why you think Sauce Walka got to escape all that shit? Because of Houston rappers is different. That's a whole different. That's what I'm
saying. The South hold it down. There's something about the South. You know, they know how to get it done together, and they look out for each other. I mean, I want to quote a Hove line, bro. I forget what song it was, but very famous Hove line is, "I'll show you how to move in a room full of vultures." So essentially, Hove has become the arbiter of them vultures. You see what I'm saying? Like Tory's dad was saying, profiting off the souls of these young men coming up, and what they doing, they all got to come see Hove at some point. That's the pattern I'm seeing. You know what I mean? So,
and if you don't, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's what gets spooky about everything.
If Little Durk would have stood away from it, Little Durk should have been like Chief Keef. That's why Chief Keef stood away from Chief. The best thing Chief Keef did was dodge the industry. His song was so big, he dodged that shit. He said, nigga, I ain't even fucking with niggas. I ain't even showing up to fucking videos. I ain't doing that shit. But he was about to fuck with 50 Cent, all of them niggas, but he's like, fuck it. Nah, fuck it.
they sent me over some contracts, and with Roc Nation, it was a cool deal, $5 million management deal, but they still wanted ownership with the catalog too, though.
You notice it's always the catalog too, my
touring and shows and like other sorts of.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. That catalog.
Every dude you bring up, they talk about, oh, they wanted the catalog. They wanted the catalog because that's where they make their money. They make their money on your back catalog. You heard the last dude, Filthy, said that, you know, they wanted my back catalog. They had nothing to do with that shit. Why? Because they gonna get paid off that shit for life. The moment you sign that shit over, that whole entity is getting paid off your shit forever. That's how they stay in business. That's why all they really give a fuck about is the catalog. That's why they'll take you out and still get paid on your records. Imagine still generating royalties.
Imagine how they imagine how they was looking at Prince, nigga, and looking at these other niggas, Dada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, they look at them differently. They look at them like, yeah, I need their catalog, nigga. Imagine needing someone else's catalog, nigga. It's not yours. What the fuck you talking about? You need someone else's catalog?
Yo, imagine this. You heard the story about Mike. You know, Michael Jackson almost owned Marvel before Disney did. Because he was fighting with Sony, and he was about to buy Marvel, like back when before Blade came out, and all that shit, before it really turned the tide. Yo, Michael Jackson was about to buy Marvel, bro. And then he died, and then sure enough, there's a big deal with Disney. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit they're not gonna. Could you imagine Michael Jackson owning Marvel, my nigga? That would be crazy. It was smooth of all time, bro. A lot of people don't know that. Mike was about to secure that bag. Look at how big Marvel is now. Imagine if Mike Jack had that shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Michael Jackson owned the nigga. He was about to own a lot, nigga. Sony TV, all that.
Yeah. So I mean, you go back to all of them. That's how it was.
without the catalog. They wanted my entire catalog to be moved over and whoopty wham, and that's just something that I always never been comfortable with because I'm an artist that came in guns swinging. So I recorded a lot of albums every year that I released.
Since then, Sauce's career has had its fair share of ups and downs, including a whole succession of legal issues. Despite this, one of the drippiest rappers to ever live insists that he's always getting money regardless.
You know, then we got the corporate stakes right here. You know, we stacks, we got ones, we got 20s, the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Then we got them. 10, 20, 30, all blue. Blue Clues. Blue Clues, man. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We ride around with 100. We ride around like that. Naturally. I'm going straight to him. Every time.
The situation that happened with Dolph is that he had competition too on the other side of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So Yo Gotti was sided with fucking with Jay-Z some dollar, so that's what fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Yo Gotti was gonna be independent and would have just allowed niggas just to beat the dollar, it would have been harder to take out Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I get laid. I'm going to hearing and I'm getting laid. Oh, it was another. Oh, damn. There was another. You forget about me. I am the great one.
At every turn, these stories depict Roc Nation as a company who are capable of pulling off shady maneuvers, and sometimes rappers catch them in the act just in time. According to La Russell, they tried to pull a slick move on him, and he was incredibly lucky that he noticed before he put the pen to paper.
Roc Nation, man, they just did some funny shit. They sent me an offer, and the first one was the terms, but then it had no money attached to it. It was just a $15,000 discretionary fund. You're gonna deliver these projects under these terms, 10% 360, $15K discretionary fund, that's yours. I went to the office, they're like, what you think? What you gonna do? And I'm like, bruh, where's the money? Like, where the numbers, right? He's like, what you mean? And I'm like, bro, it's only 15K. And he's like, oh, no, this ain't it. He makes a call. He's like, yo, it ain't no numbers on the offer. They sent a new offer in like 30 seconds. The new offer was much larger, but by that time I was turned off. If I would have signed this 15K, would you have told me you made a mistake? And then you made a $750,000 mistake?
That's how they catch niggas. They want to see how dumb you are.
They try to catch them slipping. That's
they try to catch niggas slipping and do niggas dirty. Why?
It's a dirty business, man. They like pharmaceutical companies, right? Think about it, yo. Pharmaceutical companies, they don't want cures. They don't want people not being sick. They want customers, not cures. They want to make the pills. They want people sick. The same way to the industry, they want the jails full. They want everybody shooting at the ops. They want the negativity at an all-time high because that's what pays their bills. Then they got all these people catalogs and masters. Niggas is dropping dead and everybody getting paid. The whole industry getting paid a bunch off all these dead motherfuckers who weren't smart enough to see all this shit. So this shit gotta be talked about, you know? So when people want to come up, they're not signing these bum-ass contracts. Keep your catalog, keep your masters. That's the game. That's the common denominator with all these dudes, bro. It comes down to the catalog.
They're gonna take their catalog, nigga, to shelf them.
Yup. Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Pretty much.
What's the point?
Make their money and then they out of here. That's it. It's just consume, you know?
That's different.
Then on to the next one.
Lucky niggas catch on though. Smart, and he's saying his story so niggas understand this shit. That's what's up.
I don't want to do business with niggas who make mistakes that big. You gonna fuck my business up, right? But I just felt like that was hella slimy and it wasn't a great representation. Right. And that's why I was like, I gotta holler at Hov because I got, do you know your niggas moving like this? And if you do, I see it's good. I see you, but I just felt disrespectful.
While these stories are damning in the face of many rappers who ignored their attempts to sign cause suspicion, there are others who have prospered after turning down Roc Nation. In fact, they seem mindful that they dodged a bullet by managing to avoid signing to the company without sacrificing the relationship with Jay-Z. Mentioned by Jay's longtime friend and collaborator Ty Ty, St. John opened up about why he didn't sign to the company and said that betting on himself was among the best decisions he's ever made.
And by the 36th month, we should have a hit record, right? Based on the plan. It was a real plan.
Nowadays, they want you to come in. Ain't no A&R. You got to come with.
You got to know it's you.
So how you do business with Jay and Roc Nation now?
I didn't. We ain't
Why?
doing nothing.
Why?
It wasn't the right thing at the right time.
Y'all still talk?
Yeah, we all got a great relationship.
But why you don't do business with Jay? Like,
I think everybody that you got a great relationship with ain't somebody you got to do business with. That's true too. And sometimes you just And wait it's on timing the right. too, though. The timing is the most important thing. Yeah. Because at the time, Tata was like, "Yo, whatever you want to do, we want to do. So if you want to do management, we're down to do management. You want to do publishing, we want to do publishing. You want to do sign to the label, we can do that." I said, "Look, I'm be honest with you, I don't want to do nothing. I want to do it myself." I said that and I meant it. I'm like, I just want to do it myself. It's cool.
Now, he's doing his thing and even squashed his beef with Roc Nation signee Lil Uzi, which resulted in a fight at a diner over a girl at this year's star-studded brunch. Another prime example of using Roc Nation on your terms is Tyler, the Creator. Long before they ever collabed on biking alongside Frank Ocean, the Odd Future leader was summoned to Hove's home where he tried to blindside him with a deal, but instead, he chose to keep control over his career.
That nigga invited us to one of his LA homes. We ate some tacos and he wanted to sign us. It was crazy. A lot of people were just interested and was like, yo, let's try to do something, da-da-da. But like, I'm like, I don't know. Nah, I just want creative control and then do everything.
After he came forward with this story, people were very happy that he made the call. Very good move for Tyler. But that wasn't the end of their interactions, and in the years since, he's taken Jay's help on his terms.
Going to that man's house is just enough to just be like, oh, you could do this. You could like be a fuck up, figure it out, be good, be great, and do this. And like, bro, that man's what, 51? Bro, he has the spirit of an excited 16-year-old at basketball camp. Seriously, like
about everything.
He's just fun and like he's ageless. Like I don't know how to explain it. That man is.
I know he's dialed into everything. I know he really loves the culture, like constantly.
Bro, he's a geek, and that's why geeks are so important.
When it comes to Roc Nation, it seems like this may be the best way to operate because sometimes you.
Of course, he must have got roofied up though, Zana, but you know what I'm saying. Of course
all I'm seeing is that Hov is a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? He's a gatekeeper because you gotta come see him. The moment you get at that level, they're gonna knock on the door, and you gotta prepare yourself. You know, so. And he ain't the only one. There's a lot of gatekeepers in the game, bro. You know, so if y'all could take anything from this, it's prepare for that. Because when you get at that level, they will come. And you got to be ready to deal with that, you know?
That's a fact. You want to leave on some positive note, Dada?
Yeah, man. You know, it's always a pleasure fucking with the Don, bro. The Don Dada. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Keep the topics going. You know I'm a music nigga, so anytime you want to chop up, it ain't just Power Rangers with me. You know, I came in the game with music, so, you know, I appreciate you always having me, you know, whenever, bro. Just send out the bat signal and I'm here. If I could be here, I'm here.
We gonna call you more often, you heard?
Yeah, now you already know. Shout to the hyenas, everybody who fuck with our Rizzy. I fuck with the kid, Rican Ranger. You already know, bro.
You heard GG's, the Dadas, hyenas, scoop out to learn from school with Steve, the Dada. We do 9mm much right here on YouTube, building our permits right here, the Dada. You put God first. If they ask you how you did it, God simply worked, the Dada. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret, the Dada. You know what I'm saying? Life got meaning, so act like it, the Dada. And you are who you could be free, the Dada. Don't let nobody take creative control of you, the Dada. Be free, the Dada. You want to work with the labels, the Dada. You can work with them, the Dada. It is what it is, the Dada. But make sure that you know your value, you know your worth. You heard? That's just what it is.
Read them contracts. Read them contracts. Read that fine print. You know.
That's a fact. That's a straight fact, the Dada. I Rican Ranger.
No diggity. Anytime, Chris. You already know. Rise of the Ninjetti. I got some music dropping 420 too. I got a little compilation album.
Let them know.
So we're gonna talk about it when it drop.
I bet that.
All right, be good though.